Congratulations! You planted your new tree from City Plants. Now what do you need to do to keep it alive and help it thrive? The first 3 years of your new tree's life are the most essential to long-term survival while the roots take hold and grow strong. Don't worry, it's easy enough. Trees like a lot of water all at once, different from grass, which takes less water at a time, but much more often. Your sprinklers will not properly water your tree, so it's your responsibility. During the drought, it's okay to water your trees efficiently while you comply with the city's water conservation ordinance and watering guidelines. Did you know that a young tree only uses the same amount of water as one 5-minute shower? The average-sized lawn, however, can use as much as half of all the water needed for an entire house in a week. That includes every shower, every load of laundry, running the dishwasher, and all those times you flush the toilet. That's a lot of water. Your young tree needs about 10 to 15 gallons of water at a time, once a week, maybe twice during the hotter months. You can time yourself filling a 5-gallon bucket to estimate how much water comes out of your hose. Check the soil to see if it needs water. If it's damp and clumps in your hand, it can wait. If it's dry and crumbles easily, your tree needs water. Use this method especially during the 3rd year to see if you can water your tree less often, about every 4 to 6 weeks. Remember not to water the trunk of the tree or it might cause rot. Imagine if you had wet socks on all the time. It's kind of what it's like for a tree when you water its trunk. Water the circumference of the tree where the root tips are growing. This encourages roots to grow out from the trunk so it can be strong and stable. Overwatering can also cause rot, so be sure not to flood the base of your tree. One easy way to make sure the water is getting to the right place is to build a berm around the root ball of your tree. Pushing soil away from the trunk, create a ditch around the tree's base. Be careful not to cover your root crown, otherwise the tree will not survive. Water your tree with low pressure or pour the water slowly so as not to displace the soil. Let it absorb in and repeat the process until the tree has had enough to drink. Alternatively, you may want to invest in a water bag system, like a gator or donut bag at your local home supply store. These clever devices help distribute the water slowly so as not to shock the new tree or displace the soil. Putting mulch around the tree is a good way to make sure weeds don't grow up around it and compete for its water. Plus, it will keep the soil around the roots moist under the hot sun. You can even get free mulch from the City of Los Angeles. Check out the website to find a location near you. Pruning your new tree is also important. Cut away any suckers or low-growing branches so it has a strong central trunk. Otherwise, as the tree matures, these can cause balance issues. Most importantly, keep your young tree safe from lawn mowers and weed whackers. If that root crown is damaged, it might inhibit growth. The stakes you received with your free tree from City Plants will help with that. Trees can grow at all different rates, but making sure your tree is planted and cared for properly, especially in those first 3 years, will give them a better survival and growth rate. Someday, you'll earn the satisfaction of seeing your young tree has grown into a strong, mature tree that will beautify your property and neighborhood while providing shade, energy savings, and clean air. This video is brought to you by City Plants, a nonprofit for the City of Los Angeles, in partnership with the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power and the Save the Drop campaign.